What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today we're going to talk about this widening war in the Middle East. At an airport in Dagestan, protesters actually forced their way into the airport and onto the tarmac. And there was an airplane that was flying in from Tel Aviv. And so very, very chaotic right now. And we're looking at a war that's starting to widen. So we really need to focus on this. Will the U.S. get involved, and will this push us into a war in the Middle East? And so I'm going to show you guys a clip, and then we're going to talk a little bit about it. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification, clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And just a reminder, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Threads, you can at the TEC Show Live. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to show you the clip first, and we're going to talk a little bit about this. And I don't have an answer to this. I don't know how this is going to end. And the reason why I'm picking up this story and I'm talking a little bit more about this is because we should all be paying attention, because we're all vested in this whole situation that's going on. Even though it's in another country or in another region, we still need to be paying attention, because this will impact us in the very, very near future. And so that's why it's important to focus on this story. So let's go ahead and play the clip first, and then we'll talk about it. Here we go.
And as we've been reporting, Nick, and you understand this very well, you've been to Dagestan, we are also seeing these multiple videos of very angry crowds over there storming an airport in Dagestan, in this Russian Republic, after the arrival of a flight from Tel Aviv. Tell us a little bit more about that. And as I said, I know you've been there.
Yeah, it's deeply worrying for anyone from Israel, or for that matter, for the Jewish community around the world, because this is just, it appears to be yet another place where anti-Israeli, anti-Jewish sentiment is being expressed. What surprises me specifically about this incident today is how in a Russian republic that has a high security presence. So the last time I was in Makhachkala airport in Dagestan, which is where this happened, was following the Boston Marathon bombing in 2013. And that was because the bombers' families had come from there, and there was, we discovered, an undercurrent of radical Islamist behavior amongst a small element of the population, and a high Russian security presence in that area. So in an area where there is a high and strong Russian security prevalence, how could the airport itself today be stormed? It comes at a time today, shortly after Israel's foreign ministry here called in the Russian ambassador to ask him why Russia has not unequivocally condemned Hamas's brutal attack on the 7th of October. And to that point as well, foreign ministry officials in Moscow just a couple of days ago meeting with senior Hamas officials. So this sort of apparent security lapse in Makhachkala airport in Dagestan, allowing this flight from Tel Aviv arriving to be stormed by crowds, the timing raises questions. We don't have the answers, and of course, most of all, just deeply worrying and disturbing for Israelis, Wolf.
Very disturbing, and it's interesting because of my conversation with Israelis here in Tel Aviv over the past, hour or two since we got word of this angry mob attacking this Israeli plane that landed in Dagestan. Israelis are complaining that it's not just anti-Israel statements that were being hurled at the Israelis who were on this plane, but it was anti-Semitic statements as well, and they're concerned about leaving the country right now, going to various places where there is not only increased anti-Israeli feeling, but anti-Semitic feelings as well. And I assume you've been hearing stuff along those lines where you are here in Israel.
Absolutely, Wolf. People are very concerned. They're concerned not just about their security here, but also worried about the reaction around the world that has not come out so strongly and condemned the actions of Hamas on the 7th of October, and the implications of what that means. Not just anti-Jewish, anti the state of Israel, but anti-Semitic, and it's deeply troubling, deeply worrying for Jewish communities communities all across the world. We can look at capitals in Europe where attacks on the Jewish community have gone up, and the community is forced to take steps to protect their own security at levels that are just would be unfathomable for the rest of the community. So absolutely, it is very, very deeply felt, and it's something people here do talk about, Wolf.
It certainly is very disturbing indeed. Nick Robertson is stay safe over there, as I tell you every day. We'll get back to you soon, Jim.
Okay, so as you see, violence is breaking out all over the world. Even in the U.S., there's protests and there's some violence in the U.S. And so what is our role? I have two questions for you guys, and let me know in the comments below. What is our role in the U.S.? What do we do in situations like this? How do we handle it? How much do we get involved? I want you guys to let me know in the comments below. And then the second question for you I have is, what do you think is the solution? Like, how do we solve this problem? Because obviously Israel, they're going to do their thing when it comes to Gaza. How do we handle it? What do we do? What do we think the overall solution will be? And so I want to know that as well down below. But this is a really troubling time. And every day it seems like this war in Gaza is starting to widen. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.